Good evening, family, friends, staff, and graduates. On behalf of the Board of Education of Robein School District 85, I welcome you to Robein School's 2025 8th grade graduation. Now will you please rise and remove your hats for our national anthem performed by Prudence Reevely and Cadence Knoll. The graduates may be seated. At this time, I would like to recognize and thank the Robein staff. Would all Robein staff members please stand? I would like to personally thank you for your efforts in providing an outstanding elementary education for the children of this community. You may be seated. I would also like to recognize and thank the Robein School Board for devoting much time and effort for the benefit of Robein's children. As I call your name, would the members of the Board of Education please stand? Mr. Steve Norville, President. Mr. Joe Beasy, Member. Mr. Nathaniel Foote, Member. Thank you for your guidance and commitment to the children of this community. Graduates, the next 4 years of your educational journey will be challenging. I am confident that the elementary education that we have provided for you at Robein has prepared you for these challenges. We look forward to following your successes at East Peoria High School and beyond. On behalf of the Board of Education and the entire faculty and staff at Robein, I congratulate you and wish you the very best in the years to come. So, good luck. And now for the presentation of our top 7th grade students, Mr. Brian Kennedy.
Good evening. It is my privilege to introduce you this evening the top 4 students for Robein's class of 2026. These students are all hard workers who have done well both in and out of the classroom as members of our school community. They are Lucas Bowers, Kevin Chen, Frankie Foote, and Lily Ramos, who's not here this evening. On behalf of the staff and administration of Robein, I thank them for their hard work and wish them the best of luck over their final year with us next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. On April 28th, one special student from Robein School was honored at the Central Illinois Valley Illinois Principals Association Outstanding Student Awards Breakfast in Washington. Each respective school nominates a student that exhibits outstanding leadership, academics, and character. This year, the junior high teachers selected Ivory Williams. I would like you to come forward and be recognized and receive your framed award. And now for the presentation of our academic awards, Mrs. Ulick.
Good evening, parents, grandparents, siblings who were bribed to be here, and of course the graduating class of 2025. Well, you've made it, or maybe I should say, I made it. Just kidding. It seems hard to believe that the big day is finally here, and as the countdown on my whiteboard dwindled to 0, your excitement grew and grew along with the amazing artwork that overtook my board. I know most of you are looking forward to this moment, the day when the studying is over, even though for some of you it may have happened over Christmas break, the day when you no longer have to wake up early in the morning and brush your hair or have your principal give you a cut and shave. The long-awaited diploma will finally soon be in your hands and you will exit Robein's doors as a student for the last time. It most definitely is an exciting time as you prepare to move on beyond these walls, a place where 3 of you have called home for the past 9 years, and several others who have made this year home a little more recently. I would like each of you to take a moment and look around at each other without making faces or calling names. Go ahead. Go ahead. Soak in this moment, remember this moment. Look at your classmates, your teachers, your friends, and your families, because from this day forward, life will scatter you around different places. And I want you to have this one last moment where you can see everyone who has had your back through your journey here at Robein. Okay, now you can look back over here. I want you to recall the best moments, and I want you to remember just these 9 things. Number 1, remember the people in your lives, whether those people are friends, family members, coaches, or teachers, that made you feel a tiny spark of interest in something other than video games or TikTok, and who managed to support this spark enough to help you discover something new about yourself. Number 2, remember to find something that you are truly passionate about, like fashion, and the ability to wear all black no matter the weather, or wear your grandpa's favorite jeans, or hardly ever match your shirts with your shorts. You could always choose to dress to impress and come to school in a tux, But if you truly want to be considered fashion forward, you could twin with your teacher. But in all seriousness, break free from your comfort zone, get involved, find what you are passionate about, because this will give you a sense of purpose and the opportunity to make the most out of your high school years. Number 3, remember to find the smartest people you can and surround yourself with them. No, this is not what you're thinking, it is not so you can cheat off of them. Shame on you, I would never encourage such behavior. Around the smart people, you will be challenged to do your best, and those people will elevate your thinking. They will challenge you to think harder and in different ways. It's a bit like strengthening a bone after it's been broken, which I'm pretty sure 1 or 2 of us can relate to. The healing process makes it stronger than before, so rise to the challenge. Number 4, remember to use your internal compass, the one that says sometimes you shouldn't follow the crowd and that you should be the one to lead. Yes, I may be old enough to tell time by the position of the sun, but that just means I've had enough experience to know that the crowd doesn't always know where it's going. Sometimes it takes one person with perspective and courage to find the right direction. Be that person and be that leader. Number 5, remember to find friends rather than adorers. I know some of you are sitting there right now and saying to yourself, what does that mean? Is it a simile? Is it a metaphor? An adorer is someone who shows excessive admiration, puts someone on a pedestal, and always agrees with that person. There you go. Anyway, back to number 5. You can choose to surround yourself with adorers who are easy to be around, but never tell you when you screw up or who always think you're amazing. But instead, seek out the true friendships that you can build upon, the people who challenge you to be the best you can be, who are honest with you, and who truly care about the person you are. You know, the kind of friend who tells you when you've got something gross in your teeth, or who remains by your side even when you clear out the rest of the room due to a gaseous situation. That's a true friend. That's real loyalty, and those are the keepers. Number 6, remember to reach out to others when they may need a helping hand. For example, when students have their hands full and they can't get through the door, explain to them the advantage of using the button on the floor to open the door. Or like in an amazing story I once read about an overly large and gangly looking tomato who left all his friends behind to be slaughtered by freaky looking skeletons. Dramatic? Yes, but also remember that real heroes are the ones who pause, look back, and make sure no one is left behind. Don't be a tomato. Be someone's milkshake. Be their unexpected, sweet, brain-freezing hero. Number 7, remember to find the courage to do some things that help you discover who you are as a person. Push through some of the uncomfortable situations that you may be faced with in order to make yourself a stronger person. Growth isn't always easy. Sometimes it feels like a yearly Easter egg hunt, where half the eggs are hidden somewhere difficult or awkward, and the other half are sitting right out in front of you. But the only way to find the good stuff is to start looking. Look for what makes you the best person you can be. Number 8, remember there is always room to learn. Don't be scared to ask questions. If you are going to be scared of big bugs or mice, not inanimate objects like desks or scissors that cut up squishy toys. But above all, and number 9, remember that although you're beginning a new journey, and that may be really scary to some of you and exciting to others, I am confident that you will find success beyond these walls. It is indeed a momentous occasion for you all, for several of you have persevered and overcome many personal and academic challenges to get where you are this evening. And for this, you should be proud. I thank each of you for giving me a moment within your memories, and I wish you nothing but the best. So go out there, be bold, be kind, and always, always proofread your work. Or at least ask AI to do it for you. I'm just kidding about that part. And now I would like to take this opportunity to present to you the top student runner-up for the class of 2025, Miss Ivory Williams.
Cool. This is
It's all yours.
To begin, I would like to thank myself, my family, especially my sister, and the staff here at Robein. I would also like to thank my classmates for making school somewhat entertaining every day, no matter how annoying they may be. There is a lot of pressure in making the speech. The thing that my classmates must understand is that the presentation at the beginning of the year was just a one-hit wonder. It's hard trying to be funny. That presentation was not intentionally funny. I'm sorry to those who I will disappoint with this speech. The only time I'm funny is when I'm not intentionally trying to make people laugh. Some things I enjoy about this year were my classmates getting in trouble. These common occurrences allowed me to have things to talk about at home. There are some things that I will miss about the school. For example, our classroom staff were unfamiliar with, the swing set that I spend most of my time on, the treats Mrs. Eel gets us, the army of ducks that surround our classroom, and the door in Mrs. Eel's room, which has a button that you can press to open the door. If you find out the button isn't working, just remember that it sometimes acts up. With the things that I will miss about the school, there are things that I will not. For example, some of my classmates. No offense, I kind of like you guys, but you get on my nerves all the time, even if I may not express it verbally. I do, however, express myself often to certain people. Once again, no offense. Although you did something wrong if you managed to make me irritated, that is not my fault, it is yours. For the most part, I like my class. It just makes me upset when I have to hear constant talking when it's not even 8 in the morning. I also dislike the fact that my classmates are often misbehaving and get the teachers in a bad mood. Those are the only things that I will not miss about the school. I have some advice for the second grade and the younger years that will be in the upper rank or RDR. 1, do your work. It's okay if you forget some assignments at home, just don't make it a habit. If that's a common thing with you, the teachers will be upset more often. 2, know your math facts. 3, don't be loud, obnoxious, or annoying. Both your classmates and teachers will get sick of it. 4, study and spend time on things. Don't procrastinate and spend little time on assignments or projects. Trust me, this does matter. 5, listen to your teachers. 6, ask for help when you need it. Practice if you find yourself struggling with a certain topic. If you ask questions during class, there's a small chance that another classmate will be helped because they were too scared to speak up. 7, stay organized. You'll most likely have more motivation if you are neat. 8, take assignments seriously. 9, respect school property. It is not yours to destroy. Lastly, number 10, have a good schedule, including sleep. You should be fine if you follow at least some of my advice. Remember, not every day at school will be a good day. This year has been a great year, and it's smelling one too.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to the top student of the graduating class of 2025, Mr. Austin Wilkie.
As a heads up, I didn't write any of this speech until yesterday. I believe procrastination to be one of my greatest strengths. I'm not really good at anything else besides math and procrastinating. I also haven't really done anything else besides math and procrastination. I've been here since 2nd grade, 6 long years. In all that time, Miss Ulick still hasn't retired. Some say she isn't that old. Some are wrong. Writing this was very difficult because I sit next to Braden. Sitting by him is much more difficult than any of the schoolwork I've had to face. He should go to the hospital and get his bowels checked out. It is terrible. Overall, 8th grade's been pretty fun. It's been my favorite year here at Robein. Too bad we can't beat 7th grade in one more Galactic Games. A few tips for anyone that's still listening to me. Pay attention in class, especially social studies. Don't procrastinate unless you're good at it. Turn your work in on time, and please be nice to your teachers.
What's that?
All right, now for the presentation of the class of 2025. As superintendent of Robein School District 85, I hereby certify that these young men and women in front of me have fulfilled the requirements of the state of Illinois and the Board of Education of Robein School District 85 for promotion to the high school. You may move your tassels to the left. And now for the presentation of diplomas. We ask that you hold your applause until all of the diplomas have been passed out. We would greatly appreciate that. Would the graduates please stand?
Hi. This way. Stay tight.
Skylar Ann Broadfield.
Standing past. Sleep.
Brinley K. Dalton. Aubrey Michelle Eller. Braden Michael Hartnett.
Wait.
Taven James Logan.
That's it.
Cadence Ryan Knoll. Xavier Andrew Porter. Prudence Marie Reevely. Tucker David Sutton.
We did.
Silas Christopher Wyke. Lexandra D. Ocampo Wiley. Austin Matthew Wilkie.
Yeah, done.
Ivory Christine Williams.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor I present to you the Robein Grade School graduating class of 2025. What in the world? Well, that was interesting. Our graduates will have a receiving line by the flagpole in front of the building for you to congratulate them. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated and remain seated until all of our graduates have exited. You're welcome to join us for cookies in the front area. A big thank you to Mrs. Newland and Mrs. Goff for providing our cookies this evening. Thank you for sharing this special evening with us.